and today we are sharing you Gen Con 2023. Hello everyone, it's Stella and Tarrant from Meeple University. So this is day 7 from Gen Con. No, day 5. Day 5 of the Gen Con. And we are sharing you the games we got, whether they are in our original list that we want to get or not, and the games that we are going to still look into to get in the future because they're just demo. So I can't get all of the games from Gen Con, obviously. Some of them are like Pampera demo, but how you been? Hopefully you did go to Gen Con. If you don't, that's okay too. Did I see you at Gen Con? And how's your experience and what games you get? It has been amazing time at Gen Con.
And of course I wasn't at Gen Con, I was at home. But that's fine. The Gen Con has been brought to me in the form of all of these games.
And hopefully it's something that you're happy with?
I'm sure I will be.
So this is my 3rd Gen Con that I've been to. And I think I will keep going there. There's just so many things to do. There's always things that I just discovered. So this time I just discovered, this is the first time I went to Lucas Oil Stadium, and they have the whole stadium full of board game tables, and the rooms are like full of meetings and showing games and playing games, and the outside is the food truck. It's just amazing. And I just found out as well that you never need to get out in the sun ever from hotel. If you got a hotel next to Gen Con, you just go to Skywalk and then you get to Gen Con. And then from Gen Con, you can go underground to the Lucas Oil Stadium. Can you imagine that? That's like amazing, isn't it?
Yep, second best thing that can happen in Lucas Oil Stadium. The first, of course, is Jacksonville beating its division rival Indianapolis in there hopefully every year. Duval.
Okay, that's okay. It's your wish, Tarrant. But anyways, back to Gen Con. Please don't get FOMO. If you didn't go to Gen Con, that's totally okay. I mean, I've been to Gen Con 3 times. Like, what am I talking about? Like, some of you have been to Gen Con for like 10 years. But it was just so good to see people in person. Some friends from publishers, designers, social media, everyone. It's just like, it's so different. Board game is such a wonderful community. It's such a personalized community, I think, compared to other industry. Like, you keep seeing people, the same faces everywhere. They might be from this company, and they might be, and then move to a different industry. I mean, same industry, but different part of the industry, like manufacturing to media and so on. It's just awesome to see the same faces. My experience going to America. So, okay, the most familiar airport to me is obviously Melbourne, my own airport. And then Bali airport, because I visit Bali to see my family, and America. So doesn't matter which one's American airport, right? I found that in America, people are so courteous. People are just so nice, so not obnoxious. And it's more than Australia. Like, I told you this, right? I was like, I'm so surprised. People are just so nice. Like, from the airport, you know, when you're collecting your bags, right? From the line. Carousel, thank you. And people were just like orderly waiting. It was like there's a gap of this and this much, or a meter or 2 meters maybe from the belt. And then people just like standing there, rather than in Australia, people just like keep going to the front whenever there's gaps. Does that make sense what I'm saying? And then like whenever they, whoever suitcase arrive, and then that person go to the front. Like, that's a great idea. It never happened in Australia. I mean, let alone Bali, in Indonesia. They're just like all over the place. This is the most chaotic one. Australia, I thought it's good, not bad, but in America, people are so polite. And if you walk, I don't know, maybe this is like especially inside Gen Con, the board game community. When you walk in the line, you need to cut to go to the other side. People just like go, or like, oh, excuse me, oh, I'm sorry. And a lady, when I'm flying back to Australia, I haven't told you this as well. A lady was just, I had 1 suitcase, 1 box without trolley, because I've got have to bring this game somehow, right? So a lady was like, I'm trying to shuffle everything around to me, and for some reason I didn't have the trolley. And she's like, I have a free hand. I can shuffle your suitcase for you. Like, what? It's just kindness. Like, people, like, kindness are spreading. When somebody are kind like that to me, I feel like I have to do more. I'm not doing enough to just spread this kindness, just helpfulness. I'm really touched by those things. So I'm really impressed.
Good experience.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, like all in all, there are other things. I'm going to show you the slideshow a little bit later of the people I met.
And this will take us back to the 70s, I guess, because of course I wasn't there. I haven't seen these photos, and so it's like bringing your family around for a slideshow.
Sort of. Don't know if I
You
actually
don't
ever
need
done
a
that.
slide projector though. And my parents used to have a slide projector.
Oh, really?
They showed slides every so often, but yeah, that by the time I was born, that was one of those social rights that was joked about in all television, and you would not hear you would not hear jokes about that on television anymore. I think the era of the slide projector and the slide night.
There's projector these days, but it's just movie. People who's got white blank wall and they can project their movies there.
Yeah. But if you think about it, I mean, it was a thing to go to someone's house and have fondue and other 70s food, whatever it was, and
Let's do fondue.
have them show you a slideshow of their vacation. And of course, slides are expensive to get put together, and you would only have like 48 photos from your whole trip. We're talking about Gen Con, aren't we?
Yeah, we're talking about Gen Con. Sorry, everyone.
Let's
But
do that.
let us know. Do you do that? Do you do fondue? I mean, slideshow and fondue. I like chocolate fondue. So what we're going to do, we're going to share you the games that we got and maybe talk about it briefly, and then we're going to show you slideshows as well. I was hammered. Is that an Australian slang?
For drunk, yeah.
No, I was tired. Not for drunk. I was just tired from Gen Con on my last day. But I made it home. Have you been to Gen Con? I'm on my way back from the hotel to the airport, leaving Gen Con once again. Or maybe, was it the third time? The third time. It's been so quick. I was waiting for it for such a long time, and all of a sudden it just happened. What I love most about Gen Con is all the people I saw. Just this board game community is amazing. I want to thank all of you for coming up and say hello. That means a lot to me. Just seeing you as a person, seeing your faces, not just, I don't know, email, messages, interacting with you on your channels as well. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you have a great time, and if not, hopefully you get to experience one day in your life, just once, or Essen. I'll be going to Essen this year. What year is this? 2023. Clearly I'm a little bit tired, but it's just so worth it. All the new friends are also made. I just try to see as many as people as possible. I am sorry if I seem rushed. I think that's me. I always rush. I'm trying to see as many people as I can and get board games as well. I got some board games that I'm so can't wait to play. Excited to play Locana with Tarrant. I'm excited to play Great Western Trail New Zealand, Skype. There's a game that I found out at Gen Con called Inside Job. This is Thames and Cosmos, and this is like the Crew, but with a spy. I'm like, I love the Crew, so a Crew with a spy, I'd like to try. So let me know in the comment, how's your experience, or maybe you are going to Essen, what games you get, and that's it. I'll talk to you later. First one is Lost Ruin of Anak, The Missing Expedition. This is the second expansion of Anak. And we we can't wait to play it again. Every time the expansion comes on, we want to play the base game again, even more.
Yes.
So, are you excited for this, Darren?
I think so.
There are a few games here, so I'm gonna just really do it really quickly.
There's a monkey trying to start a propeller on the front.
There
That's
you go.
always
There
good.
must be an easter egg maybe. And Boop. This is not the same one. This is like you might have heard of Boop. I've got the original as well, but this is the Halloween edition.
The Halloween one. Boo.
That's correct. And we've got nice Stranger Things. Woo. Now you haven't watched this yet, but I have watched the first episode. And this is like there's some of these are based on the first season. So this should encourage you to watch more of this.
Yeah, what sort of game is this one?
It's a cooperative game. Yeah, it should be a good one. And now this is challenges. Challenges 1. Sorry, this is challenges 2. Challenges 1 won.
The Kennerspiel.
Thank you. 2023.
Yes.
So this is challenges. So I'm really excited to try this, and it's actually the wrong box. Sorry about that. So this just gonna be like redone on this box. So I should probably like open it and then show you quickly. But it's it's something that we want to. We're waiting for play these. Where is that? Okay, there you go. It should be Pretzel Games. Thank you very much. I'm waiting for play this in our meetup. If you don't know, we're in Melbourne, Australia. We have meetup once every 2 weeks in Melbourne Lion Pub. So go check that out, and we'll try to bring games like that. This is Dove Romantic, of course. This is the winner of
This was the Spiel this year,
Challenge 2023, and this is the English version. Not the German version like the one that they published at Essen last year.
Yes, so it should be a very big game as the Spiel conjugate my German now, Spielen den Jahren will tend to be.
Oh. So and that is based on the video game?
Based on a app game, I think.
Game, sorry. Dixit Disney. So it's like Dixit, but with Disney cards and Disney character as the score marker.
Yep, and they're not just screen clips from Disney movies. They are Dixit style mystical
Abstract,
cards with Disney vibes to them.
We have video that shows the cards, which is it's our Disney Lorcana playthrough video secret ending. It's like showing Disney Dixit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I guess we could probably break that one into the cycle as well.
That's it.
Disney Lorcana. Here we've got a deck box with a couple of starter decks in it. Of course.
You left the actual box.
I did leave the boxes down there, but this one.
I'll get it for you. For everyone, there you go. So this is one of the deck box, and then one player can play this 60 plus booster.
Yeah.
So one player needs 60 to play it, at least 60.
But this, of course, was the big hit or the big
Lineup,
the
queuing.
big vibe, and
Yes.
certainly the big lineup.
The big launch
of the convention. It was launched there. There's been vibe about it for quite some time. It had a Wikipedia page before it was released. In tabletop gaming, that's almost unheard of.
Yeah,
So
it's amazing.
Very, very big, and we'll see where this one goes.
Yeah. So, and this is the launch in Gen Con, and the line is like hours and hours long. And so I should probably let you know as well. So we've got most of these. We're lucky enough to get it from publishers as free copies. So some of them, most of them actually, not all of them. And some of them are for commission work, and some of them are prototype. We're probably not going to show prototype. Maybe we will. We'll see. We'll see. So this is World of Wonders. This is by Arcane Wonders. I think they have like about 500 copies or something like that. I don't know. They're making a giant stack of like a temple looking.
I did see that temple.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
It was a Chichen Itza
Yes.
shape of construction.
That's it. Yeah, so I almost had the opportunity to play this game at the Dice Tower Play event on, I think, Friday night or something like that. But I couldn't. I played last night instead, which is a really, really nice game, that one. Probably going to talk about more later. I don't have the game because it's sold out. I was going to buy it. I couldn't even buy it because they have limited amount. And
here we have a scaffold, and the ladder is dropping out of the picture.
that's very cute.
Like that sort of feature.
Yeah, and this is Great Western Trail, New Zealand. I almost say Great Western Trail, Argentina for some reason.
That's last year's news.
Tarrant, I'm like, this is on our list. Like, obviously, some of those are not on the list, but I was looking at it, and then people talking about it, and I heard from people. So there are a few friends that say, "Oh, hey, what do you want to get? I want to get this," or like, "Oh, this looks good." Like, I want that. Obviously, I'm easily convinced, so I would go there and I must get it as much as I could. More games are coming. I'm also lucky enough to be able to have it shipped to me rather than carrying it all the way to Australia because I have limited amount of luggage. Plus, I got some other stuff as well for my soap making, which is fragrance oil, that kind of like probably worth 4 kilograms of games. So I'm a little bit sad, but I really need that because I can't get it in Australia. Okay, this is Great Western Trail New Zealand. It's a great game.
Yes.
We actually managed to play this already by now.
We have. It was one of the first ones on the table out of the convention.
Yeah.
And it is, another new twist on the classic Great Western Trail.
So more games here. Now we're going to show you the slideshow quickly, shall we, maybe?
Yes.
Or we can talk that one while I set it up.
Inside Job.
Mm-hmm.
So you went from Thames and Cosmos, the releases of The Crew. This is similar in vibe to The Crew, but it has a
Spy.
a hidden role, and you can. That's always the next step for any game, I think. When you've got a successful game, try it with a mole.
Yeah, that's why I was talking about earlier. I'm just so interested in playing that. We haven't had a chance yet. I mean, there's 2 player variants, but kind of like want to play high play counts. Okay, let's just bring one more game, shall we? The one that's on top. There you go.
For a shuffle.
This is a beautiful game by Lookout Games. I believe this is going to be as in release. We've got an early copy as well. And this is like a cards with multi-use. I haven't played it yet, but it's also, the artwork's beautiful. Let's just say that.
Yes.
I can't really say much about it as yet. All right, let's start our slideshow. For some reason, I have Tarrant's wedding photo, not wedding photo at our friend's wedding. Because
you just wanted to show it. That's
Yeah,
got
just
nothing to do with it. Very mean.
No, it's not mean. All right, first one. So, a bath board is a show that you must see. Please see it. It's really funny. So it's a YouTube channel. They're meant to go on Netflix, I think, but just like some complication, they didn't go. So it's a YouTube channel for now, at least. And it's like parody and jokes and situational comedy about board games. They're really great. Like the filming is great, the content is great, the people are funny. It's amazing. Now that board actually brought in some famous people, and look at the one in the middle who's I was actually so excited, Clark Gregg. I didn't get a chance to meet because I've already planned other things, and I can't just abandon people, obviously. I mean, like, I thought about it, but I didn't. So, and I was like, Clark Gregg was there, he was nice, he was kind. I was like, oh, I missed it. I was like, fangirl. Ah. Can you imagine that? Would you like to see Clark Gregg? Which is, we saw him at Marvel Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then the other Marvel movies. So,
You saw him in the other Marvel movies.
Oh, you did?
No, I never watched Phase 1.
Oh, so sad.
I
Anyways.
didn't meet you until Phase 3 existed.
Oh. Well, I was shown this pamphlet. I'm like, no, I can't see it. Anyways, next. So this is the temple.
Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza, sorry. And this is the one that they stack for World Wonders. It was amazing. It was like, I actually helped stacking this up. Oh. Okay. I had parts of it. And then this is Spellbook. So this was the preview at an Asmodee event, and this is a new game by Phil Walker Harding that is not out yet. And it looks beautiful. It looks like an engine building. Look at the tokens as well, right? It's just so gorgeous. Phil said to me, based on a simple game, but they make it beautiful. Now, I also saw Phil Walker Harding at Gen Con. He was actually demoing Ono Volcano, his game, at some part, but managed to meet him. And this is funny, right? Because he mentioned He was asked by a publisher to design a game, a Euro game, right? Obviously, by a Euro. I can't remember the name of the publisher, whether I should mention it or not, I'm not too sure. And he was like, yeah, okay, here we go. So 3 months later, comes out, it's a card game. I was like, Phil has got that talent to make complex things simple. Like, of course you can see in his other games, right? All of them are simple. Everything's simplified. So that's Phil.
Yes. No doubt he is the... he may well be the king of Gateway.
Okay, that's actually true. All right, next is this also a demo. So this Star Unlimited was displayed there, which is, I think it's a collectible card game as well. Star Wars. Look at the chips. They're just so cool. I think this is prototype. It's definitely is prototype. It's not 100% final. So these are the cards. This is tuck box. I think that's what they say. Tuck box. And the cards are not, it's drawn. They're not from the actual movie. And that's Metal Gear Solid. Look at this. So this is prototype again. They made sure that I say that in videos. I don't know if you have played the video games. These, see, look at the chips, right? They're not looking that 100% right. So that's because obviously a prototype. And the next is River of Gold. This is also, I think this is prototype. This is Asmodee. It looks gorgeous.
Looks interesting.
Yeah. And look at this. This is Alan Moon.
Alan Moon of Ticket to Ride and Airlines Europe.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I don't know what somebody looks like, right? Until you meet it the first time. And I look at Alan Moon. And of course he's standing to Ticket to Ride Legacy, the Ticket to Ride that is coming out. And I was like, of course you are Alan Moon. And there's Rob as well, but Matt Leacock wasn't there at the time. There are 3 designers involved. And
did they have prototypes or demos out for Ticket to Ride Legacy?
Yeah, but they are a bit cagey, so some things are not being shown.
Of course.
And you know what I'm talking about? I can't show it as well. Not yet, at least. This is embargoed. And this is Grant Lyon. He's very funny. He's performing as a comedian. He's actually his other job, but he is trying to perform as board game comedian. It's just super funny. This is again, it's a spell book, the new Phil Walker Harding game, and this game is in a giant scale. I was like, oh, that looks like cake. This is the one that is being repacked, and this is the Flat River Group one. I think this was an older game, and they're being redrawn and redo again. And this is Amanda Panda. I finally get the chance to meet her in person. So Amanda Panda has got channels and stream. She's really, really nice, really, really lovely. And this is from the Boys. You know The Boys, the game? Yeah. So
yes, I believe we played that one on Dice
Tower. Dice Tower, yep. And look at this.
Raised maybe a couple of eyebrows about whether it was suitable, but that's
well, I don't mind that. It's kind of like it's an adult game, and they have big booths. It's like what do you call it in the Boys movie? The
Seven.
Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you. I think I have
Vault Tower.
Vault Tower. Yeah, I think I have photos. So, and next one. This is Paula Demings and Rule, and this is San Fong Lim and Manny. So San Fong Lim, he designed a lot of games. Manny designed Flamecraft.
Yep.
And there's this Gen Con, part of the line for Lorcana, obviously. And this is...
Looks like you've moved into the night market.
Well, this is not night market.
Yeah, that's why I said it looks like it.
This is Ilya. Sorry if I say the name wrong. I'm so sorry. It's just not my talent to do. You really good at it. And there you go. Age of Innovations, one of the games that is still yet to come from Capstone Games in the world or universe of Terra Mystica. And this is an Australian publisher, a good game. So they have quite a big play area, and they have a few games for sale then. And this is obviously Game Boy Geek, and this is this is Steam Time. Do you know who this is?
No.
Cole.
It's Leader Games.
Yes.
So I would have got there.
Yes,
I would
I
have
know.
said either Cole or Kyle.
Yes, not Carl. Now this is Hot Banana Games, and it's with Steam Up. They actually sold out there, which is like really good. There you go, Steam Up and David Turchi. Yours and truly. It's really, really amazing. Amazing guy. Hopefully he doesn't hear me saying that. He'll have big head. I always diss him, but it's really friendly. He's really brilliant minded and it's amazing. And this is Adam Kavinsky. So this is Adam, the brilliant mind behind Nemesis,
This is
Frostpunk,
and part of Terracotta Army.
Yes, it's amazing that he actually designed Terracotta Army. So he was there to demo his new upcoming game called Horror on the Orient Express, I think.
Oh, that's his. Okay.
Yeah, that's his, yeah. So he actually demoed, this is a cooperative game. And a few of the mechanics are really smart, and then looks like they done well together. And one of the gimmicks, so the dice are the dice that you don't roll, and the dice are actually people faces, passengers on the train, and I can show you there. There you go. So there you go, Horror on the Orient Express. So you can see that the the dice here is actually people, and when they die, there's like 3D printed, this is prototype obviously, 3D printed coffin, and then you put over the dice. And the dice has got the faces of like whether the passengers are happy, sad, and so on like that, and that affects the game. It's really
I'm seeing the Frostpunk come through here. I'm guessing there's a lot more sad faces than
probably.
happy.
Yes, there's a lot more sad faces. So basically, on the right hand side there's minis. That's a horror that you have to avoid. And this is actually a cooperative puzzle deduction game. So you have to deduce by, doing some action. You have to deduce which one or ones are the bad people, like the bad characters, and which one, I can't remember the name, the horror or the cultist or something like that, and the which one is safe. So you need to find out which one it is, and cooperatively. So it's definitely not alpha player prone. Like obviously complex games, you probably can't do it. Anyway, look, there you go, the dice face, and that's the character. You move the trainers all back and forth.
And they've solved the Colt Express. It's difficult to get things out of the lower half of the carriage issue as well.
No, probably. So it's open. You can also open the window, so you can see the back of it. I don't know. You can just the curtain. You can just open and close. It's part of mechanic. It's really cool. And so. Look who that is. And that's basically my expression when I first saw it. That is Shem Phillips. I did not know he was going to be there. So from right, there is Shem Phillips, and then Sam McDonald and Sam McDonald's wife. So Bobby Hill's not there. Bobby Hill is the designer of Hadrian's Wall. He was around as well. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I interacted with them online, through my channel or outside there. And then this is the first time that I met them. Really, really nice, friendly guy. Both of them guys. So that's an amazing experience to meet them in person. They're in New Zealand. There you go. And
there they are again.
With floating floors.
With floating floors.
Yeah. So my side hustle, I should say, Guff Studios, publishing company in Australia. We publish floating floors. Was on Kickstarter. And this is Phil Walker Harding. I was lucky enough to meet him again. I bumped into him at the airport as well. We actually took the same plane back. Oh. Yeah, but we got different seat, and then I was sleeping straight away. There you go. Oh no, Falcke. He's demoing his new game.
It's a Plinko sort of game.
What's a Plinko?
Like where you drop the thing and it goes doink, 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 doink.
Oh, is that a Plinko? There you go. The master of Gateway. There you go. Vought International. That was what I was talking about,
wow,
the boys.
That is large.
I thought you. And behind it, there's also look at this, I wouldn't say wasted, it's empty space. It's this is not cheap, right? So the back also, they've got playing area, and then they've got second story. It's just so cool. And this is me holding Clark Gregg's pass because I didn't get to see him. Melissa was my host on the Dice Tower Award, and she was co-host, when presenting the most innovative game. And yeah, she's lovely. And there you go, behind the screen, you see Eric there, Tom there. It's a bit of thematic. Above the Board was involved as well for some of the jokes. They're awesome. So again, please subscribe to Above Board. They're really funny. And here's the breakfast for us that were able to wake up at before 7. We were there like 6:50 a.m. like literally, because this Cafe Paticho, is super busy during Gen Con. So everyone's there, everyone's having breakfast, great food. One of the places I can get latte. But you know how it is, right? Coffee culture in Melbourne. I don't know if you know, if we in Melbourne here, we kind of like snobby, coffee snob. We want like our coffee. Even McDonald's has got great coffee, like latte, cappuccino.
And barista made.
Yes, barista made, thank you. So, and not like the one that you pour. Anyways, so great. So from left, this is like, I can't remember, this is Sense friend, and then Sen Fon Ling, and then me, Pauline Marie, Tim Fernick from, so Pauline Marie from Hot Banana Games, and Tim Fernick from Thunderworks Games, and then Bobby Hill, Hadrian's Wall, Shem Phillips, and then David Terchi.
Poking his head in the corner.
Yeah, that's it. And then that's also Ben and a few other lovely people that made it. And then that's the line again.
The Lorcana queue.
Lorcana queue. I didn't even get to the end of it. It's just like everywhere. And this is David from Widest Design. So the Bright Mind, the publisher, and this is the new game Cargo Empire. It's coming up to Kickstarter. I'm so excited. You can see that on Mini Express on the side. So they brought up Mini Express, Mini Rails, some of our favorite games. And this,
yes, I do enjoy Mo Ideas. They have had many hits in this house.
That's correct. And this is the Fox from Ice Makes with their newest game, Terrorscape. So the middle one.
New box art there, because I know we've seen a prototype thereof.
They change the box, and that's the team. And the middle one that is holding the game is the brilliant mind behind all the games that you've seen that are different. So this is Jeffrey, and he designed like
CCH.
Yes. So Terrorscape, and then Age of Civilization, Age of Galaxy, and Isla, and just like so many different games, so many different types from one person. It's like, I'm just so amazed by it. And I assume that he's designing and then the team develop it. And that is Quicksand. So this is a game that is to get at Essen. So this is like kites, a different type of kites. Basically, you just play, we start with 3 cards. You play a card to advance the send timer. You need to reach the end, and either the color or the shape. So if it's the color, you advance, so color and the shape, you advance send timer on that color or shape. Mm-hmm. But there's like some restriction as well to that. Yeah, it's really good. Now, this is a Peaceful Garden. This is prototype. I asked for permission. I don't have that game, but I was shown this. Carl Lang is my friend. He's also in Melbourne. He's a designer, and this is his new game. It looks so pretty. Look at this, right? Cos, look at this. It's butterfly. Sorry, it's not just butterfly. It's actually A. For example, this one is D4. Mm. So this particular one, you don't actually roll very often, because I had to ask, like, is that going to be worn out and so on? But you probably do this or use this once a game or something like that. I was like, it's really clever. Kutna Horror. This is demo. Again, another hasn't released, The City of Silver. This looks awesome. So, and this is, sorry, I already jumped too quick. So
this is one of
city building,
CGE's
economics.
Big releases.
Yeah, it's like a lot of economics involved in the game as well. And this is Last Light. So this is the deluxe edition, and I played it at one of the game nights. It's amazing. It's got Concordia type of card play, but you play simultaneously. So it doesn't matter how many people are in the games. It's like 1 to 6, I think. You can play this pretty quickly because it's simultaneous. It's 4x, but it's not as aggressive, if that makes sense. A lot of
it sounds like a good way to speed up that 4x.
Yes, yes. So there you go. That's Roy, the designer, who's also on Dice Tower. And this is Ryan Lockett. First time I met Ryan Lockett, which...
Oh, have we not met him before?
I don't think I have. So him and Mallory have got a booth there. they actually gave us t-shirt. I was like, no. I was like, yes. They're just so nice people. And they are, well, Ryan is, again, I'm always impressed with brilliant mind, designer and doing the art himself, like Sleeping Guards, I don't know, Near and Far, Above and Below, so many games. And this is Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yes.
Like, look at this, right? Like, everywhere. And in it, like one of the rooms, I was shown the White Castle, which I believe it's heading our way soon.
Spiritual successor to the Red Cathedral.
I love those two.
What I'm hoping
designers.
will be called the Coloured Buildings series.
The coloured building?
Yeah. Red Cathedral, White Castle.
Oh yeah.
Blue
Oh.
Keep.
Blue Keep.
Yellow Cottage.
I think you got a point there. I wonder. So this is John Deere from Off Duty Ninja, who's helping with social media of some publishers. And this is Age of Innovation in the back. And this is our friend Mel. You'll recognize Mel.
I do recognize Mel. I finally see someone I recognize.
So Mel are just traveling the world right now, and I was like throwing the idea, hey Mel, come to Gen Con, let's just be crazy or just help somebody demo. So he demoed Genius Games, which is managed by Will from Tantrum House, who was kind enough to help me out as well for other stuff. And yeah, that's Mel. So he managed to go to one of my thingy. That's a Dice Tower fan. They actually drove all the way from the Dice Tower headquarters to Gen Con this time.
Which is from Florida, right? So that's quite a
near Florida.
Quite a hike.
Near Florida, yeah. And this is Kim Brebach. You're familiar with this as well. Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling?
No, I do recognize him. So we've met many times at the Australian events.
Yes. Yeah, and then this is Jenna from the Board Game Garden. Crack open the fun chicken. So I've got that game as well coming. So Jenna is amazing. Yeah, I know. And she has a lifestyle channel before she went to Board Game. And there you go. And this is the Locana event that I saw. This is Board Game Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Jenna again. Of course, I like Jenna is amazing. That's the obviously the deck. They made this is like a promotion thing. They've got my face in there for some reason.
Yeah, so that's it's not a playable card. It's but it's a booth type of card. You are the Lumineer, one of the players in the game.
Mm-hmm. So that's they've done such a wonderful job with the launch party because they decorate the tables with Disney character and a few other things as well, like Lion King as well here. And there you go. That's like it's just an amazing night, and the cakes looks amazing. Ink cakes, the thematic cakes. They're big. I couldn't finish one. Ink buckets. I didn't get to try that. I was full. And the bar as well. There you go. And then came up with macaroons. And I tell you what though, horror story. Listen, do not put food and board game in one bag.
Oh no.
So the games are.
I haven't noticed any of these games with smears on them at the moment.
So okay, I didn't get.
Is that why you said not to show that one?
Probably.
And I'm just pointing off screen. You never actually said
that. I don't know what you're thinking about. Anyways,
there's waffle smeared.
We came back with a bag, and then this is like, okay, here you go. We take give you this as a goodbye present, and then I should have noticed that because outside that I dropped this. Literally, I dropped it to the floor. I was like, no, 5 seconds rules, and then I was like, I just like throw it some and then put the lid back. Right? It's like. It dropped and it opened everywhere. And then I put it back into the bag, and then when I get back to the hotel, the inside of this is out along with Locana. I was like, oh no. I was like, just put back whatever I was doing, just trying to get like all the serviettes, all the tissue, toilet rolls, whatever I can grab, towels. I was like, one by one, I was like wiping off the macaroons off the outside. Luckily, nothing's damaged. All right, macarons is not liquid, so it's cream. So the one that it touches mainly just the outside of the box. Stella Locana got damaged, but I can wipe it of the outside of the box. I think one of the cover of the boxes got that cream. It's got macaroons cream. I was lucky at the end. There's nothing actually damaged. I didn't tell you this. It was like horror would never ever seen again. Who would have thought that would come out? Like, I should have got the sign when I dropped it. It opened straight away. Anyway, it's all gone. No real damage.
Yes.
And this is on the media night. I met some wonderful people, and then they have some competitions. It's like, this is one of the things that they use. I don't even know what this is for, but I was playing with it because it was fun.
Looks like heels from Head Over Heels.
Excuse me. Oh, I gotta show you this. This is Tuan. Tuan came to our live play like very often. So I finally get the chance to meet Tuan in person. You remember Tuan?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. So I was so excited that Tuan was there. This is Lazarok, so they've got great, kind of like generic one that you can use, generic counter that you can use for your D&D and so on. So the cleric.
We also did a big Gloomhaven one that we...
Yes, we worked with them for that one, the wizard. And their products as well. And this is Fabio Lopiano. Yep. From Three Ring Circus and a few other games that you can remember.
If I put my mind to it, I could.
Not right now. So you can see that Deva Games, Deva lanyard in there. And this is Chris from Dice Tower. He's really funny. And while I was waiting with Chris, James Wilson came over and was like, hi. The first time I met James Wilson in person and his lovely wife. James Wilson designed Everdell. And while we were together, I saw Phil like a few meters away. I'm like, oh my gosh, have you guys met Phil? And I was like, Phil. I was like, I ran there and then grabbed him. And then now they're chatting. That's like awesome. Like, collaborate. It's like Phil Walker Hardings and James Wilson. Oh, please. That's like gonna be a dream game of some sort. This is Galactic Cruise. This is a hot new prototype that you probably heard. It feels a bit like Lacerda, but it's not by Lacerda. Shem Phillips have helped develop it or give some suggestions as well. I gave some suggestions for this game. It's Galactic Cruise. It's about cruise, like cruise ship, but it's in space. In space, I should say. And this is some minis from Simon. Then this is like a big giant Warhammer. Not minis anymore. And this was...
Mal and David.
This is one of David. This is at the airport before I left. And we play David's unannounced upcoming game, which is very exciting, which I can't really talk about yet, unfortunately. And it is amazing, the airport. Everyone's played board games. It's like, where else would you see in airport where there are board game tables and people playing board games? Seriously. Like...
Yeah, it's good that they're set up. Yeah.
I know.
Normally
amazing.
Airports just have those benches with the... Yeah.
And this is me at the airport. It's like looking around. Oh, there's like Coca-Cola around the world. And I think that's it. That is the end of the...
Slideshow.
Thank you. And then now back to the game, shall we?
Yes, so back to the games, and I think we'll go stack by stack. There's still a bit to go here. So it's Hydra and Dragon.
The Oink games, they're really based on traditional Japanese game, I think. I'm really excited to try it. Points in...
Probably feels a little scouty, I think. It kind of takes you back to that old card and deck sort of thing.
There's Point City, which is the next one from Point Salad. You haven't played Point Salad? And this is Azul Mini, so travel edition.
It's Azul, but small.
It's Azul. And Sky Teams is 2-player cooperative. I can't wait to play that one.
It's real time, I think, isn't it?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Sorry, I was like...
Says how much I know.
Yeah, that's okay. Now, Sushi Go. I like sushi. I like dim sum.
I thought you were going to say, I like sushi, I like go.
I was like, Sushi Go. That's a new game, right? It's not designed by Phil Walker Harding, by the way.
It's another one in the Sushi Go universe.
Yeah. And I asked Phil, oh yeah, okay. Phil is the one that told me that. This is Rawa. Now, this is, I saw it at Essendon when they explained it to me again. I was like, Yes, it's like simple rules, but a lot of thinking decision, a lot of deep decision you need to make.
That's what I like.
This is by Rana Nitya, Sunrise Lane, and this is like Ticket to Ride, but building buildings. So it looks like by Horrible Guild. It looks really fun. And this is by Roll Chickens Hatch Eggs Avoid Foxes. This looks like a fun party game.
Chicken game that we saw.
Chicken game, yeah, with
slideshows.
My photo with Jenna. This is Forbidden Jungle. So each Forbidden series has got slightly different mechanics, so I'm excited for this one. And
this was one of your first drops, wasn't it? One of the Forbiddens?
Meze. So I'm going to show you the other one that comes with it. So this is by the same publisher. And another horror story, I'm so sorry. This doesn't make it. It's so sad, I'm so sorry.
But I actually wasn't sure when we were unpacking, because it is a game that is packaged up like something that's been shipped, and it had this giant hole punched in it. So I thought it might have been a gimmick, but it was actually just an unfortunate travel
accident. I know, I'm so sorry. And then they like come all the way and then gave it to me. They have trouble shipping in the world right now. This is also another one that I didn't expect to get, but it's there. They mentioned something about this mechanic like Candy Crush, where you just like put something and then just getting rid of some lines or something like that. Yes, Tarrant, go.
We've got two completely unrelated Goblin games, so Kiss the Goblin and Goblin Firework Fight.
Yes.
So,
and this is a fun party game. It's kind of like, Adventures.
Yes.
It has that vibe. So I think you'll like it.
And Pathfinder Goblin Firework Fight.
And I've got Infiltrators. I don't even know how to say it.
Infiltrators.
Thank you. By Broadway.
Original book.
Yep. I've got Deep Dive by AEG, which I love it because it looks like it's got the little penguins. It's like a tile game.
Cargo Empire. We mentioned that one before.
Yep.
One from Mo Ideas.
And Smash Up expansion. It's one of the Smash Ups. So grab your popcorn. Why do you have to grab your popcorn? And then Gap is a smart card game by Arcane Wonders. And Neotopia. So this has got some clever mechanics as well. I swear, I was like so many different great games that I just like FOMO about. I was like, oh no, like, am I able to get it back? I'm always like thinking that on the back of my mind. Can you ship it to me?
Everything Ever, the party game about everything.
Yeah, that seems like a fun game as well. Cellulose, a fun game by Genius Games.
Rubber, Paper, Scissors.
Yeah, and that's
this is the Laser Ox.
Oh yeah, from Laser Rocks.
The Laser Ox Waving Bull.
Overboss Duel, which is dual creation. And now this
Matchbox Size Exploding Kitten.
That's like a promo size.
A board game you can eat.
No. Cute Showdown, which is kind of like a Euro game. It looks like cute, but it's kind of like a medium.
It's got a bit of area control-y sort of thing. Number Drop.
Yeah, it's
here we have Waffle Time.
Also AG.
I made a joke about there being waffle on something earlier. That was this one. Waffle Time.
And the Age of Wonders and some promo cards.
Penny Parks promo.
Yes.
In the Footsteps of Darwin.
Yes, I played it. So a clever tile placement game. I played it at Essen, so I was like, I'm excited to see it at Gen Con. Like, oh, it's there now! Yay! Just a kitten. It's a cute game about kitten. It's actually based on the designer's kitten. Cat. It's really cute. So those are the games. Did I miss anything, Tarrant? Maybe I did. Some are coming still. Those are missing. So Age of Innovation is still to come. Sushi Board from Japanime game is still to come. And I think Wandering Towers looks gorgeous. It's also by Capstone Games. And I was looking at those and then Age of Innovation, I can't get it. I'll buy it here maybe. I'll get it somehow in Australia. And Last Light, hopefully I'll be able to get it in Australia. And I've got a list here of the games yet to get. Spellbook. Definitely. Phil Walker Harding, just sold. Meta Gear Solid, you've seen it. And Pampero, that was prototype, so unable to be bought, just taken or whatever. A Peaceful Garden, obviously, the one that I showed.
Pampero's the wind farms in Argentina, isn't it?
Correct. Honor Volcano, I'd like to
Uruguay,
probably try.
sorry, wind farms in Uruguay.
Yes. So for Honor Volcano, which is Phil Walker Harding's game, I'd like to try it still. So Nucleum. This is also a prototype that I saw. This is coming.
This is
David
Turchi's next one.
Yes, by Board and Dice. So this is one that the theme there is actually nuclear, but they make it in the alternative world because otherwise it's probably too controversial for nuclear. And then the Star Trek Discovery Black Alert team system.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be the first Star Trek game in the new Discovery universe.
Yeah.
There'll just be spore driving all over the place.
Yeah, team versus team. And then there's a game called Armello. Now, there is a video game called Armello, and they're making the board game. So that'll be exciting. I don't know if you play. Have you played Armello? I haven't actually played Armello yet myself. Have you?
No.
Okay, it seems like a good artwork as well.
If it wasn't on Sega Mega Drive, I probably haven't played it.
And apparently there are some unannounced game, which is so do you remember Astra from Mind Clash games? Now,
Yes.
this is the part that carry lighter games, Mind Clash Play. They have upcoming games as well. Coming, maybe Essen. There's more. Horrible Guild will have another game expansion. Horrible Guild, I should say. I didn't say it right. James Wilson's also apparently is coming up with some games that is not Avadel. Very exciting. Thank you so much for watching, or come up to me and then say hello at Gen Con. Hopefully, if you went to Gen Con, you had a wonderful, wonderful time. If you are going to Essen Spiel, I might see you there. I am planning to go there. Once again, Tarrant won't be able to make it.
Once again, defend on the home front.
As if there's anything to defend. Tarrant can water the garden. Tarrant can mind the garden and learn the rules. And then when I get back, we're just gonna play games. And hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are, whoever you are, doing something fun, gardening, playing games. I just say that gardening as if like a chore. And I don't know, cooking, watching Netflix, watching The Witcher. I didn't really like watching The Witcher season 3. I was waiting for it for so long and then when I watch it, it was okay. It's still Henry Cavill, but it was okay. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.